guys, and welcome back to the channel. And on today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and go over my first 6 month with my Erin Condren. So let's get started. Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and I hope you decide to join our adventures by clicking on that red subscribe button down below. And if you click on that bell notification button, it will notify you the next time that I post a new video up. So as you can see, I'm holding one of those stressor balls, because planners kind of help you with the stressor, and I'll go more into that later on. But we're on our halfway mark of using this planner, and this is, just to be more specific, this is an A5 horizontal from Erin Condren, and I decided to personalize it. The cover on it saying organization gives you time, and that is completely true. I'm going to give you a couple of cliff notes at the end just to kind of give you an idea of the purposes or the reasons why you should give it a try to own a planner. Now, I do have this particular planner, but I like to acknowledge that there are plenty of videos out there regarding planners, and some of them encourage you to flip-flop from one planner to other or to utilize multiple. My only purpose is that you utilize what you have and make the best out of it. You do not have to make it into this big investment or some sort of addiction where you have to stay up with the masses and continue purchasing, clicking links here and there. Just do what you can and make the best out of it. That's the whole point, because like I mentioned, the cliff notes at the end, it's going to give you the reasons why it's good just to stick around with one of them and just going with the flow. So as you can see, I kind of never get to put my name on here, but it's fine. I did utilize this page to kind of highlight a couple of holidays for my kids' school. I got into here and never got along into using these because of my cleaning card system or what I was doing. I never follow through the following. I always start at the beginning of the month, but then I just drop it off and then do a reset again the following year. Moving on to January, if you want to continue or watch a very more in detail or comprehensive dive into how I set these planners, these monthlies, you can go ahead and click on the icon above if you want to deep dive into it. But I'm just going to skim right through them, how it all turned out. My first month typically tends to be an experimental month where I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to go with the flow, what works best for me. And then I start picking up pace and coming up with spreads that I really, really like. And as you can see, it's slowly evolving on its own, taking a scheme of colors. I do experiment on using stickers in a way others may not. I'm not too sure, and I'll give you a reason why in just a few. But yeah, this is how the whole first 2 months turn out. Moving along to March, again, keeping it pretty simple. I totally love how it all played out, all of the months. I was very pleased. I'm loving the size of it. My only drawback as of right now is just that it's a little bit of a challenge using stickers that I already own. I do not want to purchase and continue purchasing stickers. I would like to be a little more frugal in that sense. I'm not here to say, go buy this new planner and click on this link. No, I'm will discourage you to do that. I just kind of want you to do what you can. And if you can't afford buying more stickers, go for it. But in my type of a planning, I like to experiment a little and upcycle a little more. So moving along, we're already on May. This is how it's all turning out to be. There are days that I will not fill it out completely, and there's no point stressing about it. But I do want to emphasize that if you feel the need to go back and say, on Saturday I wrote this, go for it. And there's a reason why I want you to do that. Now moving along, we're almost at that June mark. I had a really oopsie. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above, but there was a big oopsie, and here's my big oopsie. It just has never happened to me, and I had big plans on setting up for the summer, and that never came up because there was an oopsie. The reason why, it's on the icon above, like I mentioned. So the whole purpose of you trying to have a planner, I really suggest that you do, because it does maintain effective schedules. It maintains a routine, a pattern where you can go ahead and be more productive and achieve those goals. It does also improve the productivity with things that you have to do, whether if it's in the home, health, personal. It does help you with that because there's a sense of accountability for that. Another thing is that it helps diminish that stress. Like, I forgot I had to do this following taxes on the 7th. It just kind of helps to set reminders. Another thing that I really love that I did stick around, it was an exercise. It could be setting up goals for either it could be a hobby, or you can just keep track of things you would like to accomplish, or maybe you like to study, or like I said, like health. In my case, I've been doing really, really well with my health goals, and I just don't see myself going backwards in that sense. And one last thing that I think is really important is the fact that you keep record of things. So in my case, I do have two special needs kids that I do have to make consistent follow-up calls, whether if it's for appointments, treatments, therapies, and I have to write it down, because if I don't, I might forget when they ask me, so what day did you try to call us for those services? And I'll be like, I don't know. So feel free to write those down, because it is a nice, like a diary of your life. It's very much like a memory keeping. As you can see here, I did some memory keeping, and I love doing that as well. So again, there's multiple reasons why you can go ahead and deep dive, whether if this regular planner, or as I mentioned before, it could be a dollar store type of budget planner. Whatever you do, just go ahead and give it a go. Don't be discouraged. And I hope you decide to leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, bye.